What is going on, guys? We are starting out the video here in the garage, and we actually have the 3-valve up in the garage on jack stands, and the rear wheels are gone. So Cody picked up the rear stock GT500 wheels, brought them over to his house. We're going to try to use those on the GT500 to dyno it, so we aren't doing it on the bias fly tire, which those were brand new tires, and now I'm going to have to probably get new tires because they're not in the best shape after the multiple, 11 to 1200 wheel horsepower dyno pulls. But I have been thinking about, I have the set of Cosmes wheels that I really liked on my GT500. Unfortunately, they don't fit it anymore because of the 5/8 studs, and there's no way to drill out those wheels to make them work. But they should fit this car, my 2008 Mustang GT. So we have it jacked up, and yeah, we're gonna throw them on and see what it looks like. Hopefully it looks pretty good. Hopefully we can get some pictures and videos outside because the weather's kind of crappy today. But yeah, we got the GT500 coming along. We got the ice tank in. We have an ARS tensioner, American Racing Solutions tensioner coming in, a new belt, ID 1700s. I mean, if you add up all this stuff, it's very expensive. So a lot of people are like, why are you putting filler content in there? And this is not filler content. This is my daily, thing. And yeah, so we got a lot of stuff coming for the GT500, and hopefully we'll be racing next week. That's what I'm hoping for. And then I'm still looking for a shop, place where I can go ahead and start working on the Bullitt and figure out what I want to do with it. And then I also need to swap the trans on the S550. So I'm really in need of a shop or a place to rent so I can work on the cars and, really kind of spread out all my stuff and kind of be able to work on the cars every day. So I do have some errands to run around. I have some parts that I'm selling. So I sold some Viking shocks, the JLT, to some of you guys. And yeah, so we're gonna go head out, do a bunch of errands, and then we'll check back with you guys. All right, so I got a set of spline 1/2x20 lug nuts. We need these to put the Cosmes wheels on. Now we're gonna load them in the Focus and then go pop them on the 3-valve. All right, so we got the wheels. Now we need to try them on the 3-valve, see how it looks. Alright, so I put the wheels on. I think it looks pretty good, but it rubs. So the car either needs to be raised or rolled fenders or both. But it looks pretty cool. Oh boy. Alright, so I think we're gonna go ahead and put the front wheels on the car so we can see what it looks like. But we're gonna have to either raise or roll the rear. And I talked to Zach, and he wants to roll it and wants to try to keep that fitment. So I guess we'll try it and see how it goes. Yeah, this just kind of rubs as it goes down. Well, this is kind of turning into a flop. The front doesn't fit as well, so I don't really feel like raising the car. So I don't know. It looks cool, but it's not functional. So that's kind of unfortunate. So that's clearing right now, right? But on this side, that's on the fender. So, I don't know, I might just sell these wheels just because I really like them on the GT500, but I just don't have any use for them. So, if anyone wants them, let me know. They will fit on a 3-valve car, it's just that it has to be raised. This is, you know, slammed with BC coilovers. So I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I don't really feel like raising it. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. And we got Jonathan Harder over here, LS3 Corvette. If you missed the video, I drove this versus his Pro-charged Mustang, and it was a pretty good outcome. And now I want a Corvette. So, yeah. But, I don't know. Poor 3-valve. I just don't really have the motivation to raise it. Don't know. I don't know what wheels I'm going to put it on though. Alright guys, so we did get the wheels on the 3-valve, but it is rubbing and I might have to address that at another point. I really don't feel like raising it or rolling the fenders right now, so I'll probably come back to that. You know, I don't know if I like it. I'm kind of on the fence. But I did want to talk to you about the Bullitt. It's probably what I'm going to title this video. Obviously, we blew up the 2-valve. She's done. We got rod knock. It knocks, does not sound too great, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the engine in it. I've been kind of debating between, you know, just a built 2-valves, doing rods, pistons, ported 2-valve heads, some cams, and probably an 8-bolt Cobra crank in it. Should be good for 700 to 900 wheel horsepower. If we get a different turbo, this turbo kit's probably going to start becoming some major issues at 600 wheel horsepower. It's not the best kit, so and then we're also going to have issues with the trans. I do have another 3650 to use with this, but we'll have to get another trans. So I'm really kind of debating what I want to do. I've also thought about, you know, doing like a 10 or 80 setup, 10 or 80 Gen 3 Coyote, which would be a lot of fun. It's a little expensive, but it'd be a really, really cool platform to work with, being that this is a lighter car. It would go 9s NA, it would go 8s easily with like a Whipple or a turbo on it. So I wanted to ask you guys what you guys thought on what we should do with the Bullitt. Obviously, we did some pretty good things with a stock motor 2-valve. I know there's a lot of 2-valve guys out there that want to see a built 2-valve in it. I'm just kind of debating on, I really love the Coyote platform. I've wanted an 18 and up 10 or 80 car for a while, but I don't really want to go spend 30 grand on one of those. And I already have, you know, the 350R here. We got the S550. So really it's just been, what should we do with the Bullitt? And, you know, no matter what, it's going to cost money, but you know, do I want to keep it a stick car? Do I want to go auto? I really don't want to go full race car, meaning like TH400 or Powerglide yet. And I'm not too sure if I want to go standalone. I would consider maybe there's a Mega Squirt plug and play option for the 2-valve setup that we could use with it. If we went with a Gen 3 10 or 80 setup, it'd be some sort of kind of like control pack thing going with that. I've been seeing some 10 or 80 setups, swaps, and it's like some Foxes, and they're super quick, and this car would be super quick. You know, obviously the goal with this car is drag car. I would like to keep AC, being that it is Florida. I'm trying to keep it a street-ish car, so I want to be able to still, you know, get down on the street, but also go pretty much 8s in the quarter mile. And that's why with it being stick shift, I don't know if I really want to stay with a stick shift, because the GT500 is staying stick as far as I know right now. Being, you know, as long as it doesn't break easily with the stick, then I think we're going to keep it stick. You know, we have a good built rear end, we got a good built trans, we got a triple disc clutch. You know, we have a lot of good parts in there that should keep that car together. This car's all stock. We got a stock trans and a stock rear end. So, you know, obviously we're going to build a rear end at some point, but, you know, it's kind of like the time to decide on what trans we want to go with. And yeah, so I want to leave that open to you guys. You let me know what you want to see with the Bullitt, and give me some ideas. I don't want to do a pushrod 302 or 351. for anybody who's going to suggest that, because it's not going to happen. I would go LS way before putting a 302 or 351 or 4, I don't even know, whatever, 427, I don't know. Not happening, no way, no Ford push rod going in this. Unless I thought about a 7.3 swap, but there's really not a lot of support for it. And the engine, we really don't know if it's going to be a dud or not. I drove it in an F250 and it was the slowest piece of crap I've ever driven. Sorry if you own a 2020 F250 7.3 and you think it's fast. It is not. It's nice, but I do not think that it's a very good platform in an F250. I'm just not a big fan of a big gas truck. You just need a diesel. Now an F-150 with gas 5 liter, it's a light truck, they get down. So yeah, I thought about a 7.3, you know, trying to do like some NA stuff, see how fast we can go with it, then doing heads cam, and then maybe a big turbo kit, rods piston build. But I just don't really know. You know, the built 2 valve is the cheapest short-term project. But we all know what's going to end up happening, because we'll put a built motor in it, and then we're going to, you know, hit the limits of the turbo kit, and then we're going to need a full turbo kit, and then we're going to be blowing up the transmissions, so then we're going to have to do an expensive transmission. I do already have a fuel system for it, so I have a 0304 Cobra tank and an 0304 twin fuel pump lethal fuel system with twin 465s, regulator, everything but the rails. So you know, all this stuff's going to cost money, obviously, but just trying to figure out what I want to do with the car. And, you know, I do want to do something with the car. I don't want to sell it or get rid of it. I want it to be, you know, a fast drag car, and I want it to be a consistent car that I can take out to races and everything else. So you guys let me know what you think. And yeah, we have Jonathan Harder working on the C6 Vet. I want one of these, by the way. I'm probably going to make another channel because you guys hate LS stuff, so you know, whatever. But I want a C6 Z06 after driving that car the other day. It was so much fun. So that's going to be a new goal as well of mine, to pick up a C6 Z06 at some point. So those cars are cool. This car is getting built with something. We also have some bead locks, if you can see right there, just kind of shown there. So we got some bead locks already for it, you know. And yeah, so make sure you slap the like button down below, leave a comment, let us know what you think. And we are going pretty strong on the daily uploads so far this month. So, and we should be out to the track with the GT500 in a week or two, hopefully, if everything goes well. So we'll see you guys in the next one.